Welcome to ChamberCast with Kelli and Saif, a look at the people, places, and events in our community, brought to you by the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, it's Kelli and Saif with the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce. We're on our first official podcast episode with Hassan Chami from the Canteen at Midtown. We're so excited to be here. This is the community hub of the city, and we are here to discuss information with him about how you got this business going. You're from Dearborn, correct?
Born and raised
in Dearborn. Tell us a little bit about your the past and what led you into this fantastic business.
Yeah, so thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thank you for coming here.
Yes.
Thank you. So for those who don't know, I was the lead organizer of the Ramadan Sahur Festival. Started in 2018 as a one weekend pop-up festival where we had 7 or 8 vendors, and it was only a Friday, Saturday. It was done on Silvery Lane and Ford Road at the former Dearborn Heights Meat Market and Grill in their parking lot. That expanded to the next year, 25 to 30 vendors at Height. And then we closed for 2 years for COVID. And then we had them at Fairlane for 2 years, 2022, 2023, which attracted about 10 to 15,000 people a night.
Wow.
So that experience, having up to 70 vendors, merch, food, the marketing, the media, led me to the official, what I like to say, the community hub of the city, the Canteen in Midtown.
Yes.
It's a business where we have 7 food trucks outside. We have a patio, and now for the winter, we have a holiday tent that's heated on the weekends. We have 4 restaurants inside. We have a banquet room that's also a coffee corner. And most importantly, like we mentioned several times, the community hub. So this is a place where everybody is welcome, but for instance, in the summer, we have fitness trainers who host free fitness classes outside. We have something called the Canteen Market where vendors pop up. They sell their jewelry, their merch, their clothes, all of that. So it's a place where everyone can come together. And again, it's the experience of the food festival that led me here. So, yeah.
Your name goes around in Dearborn a lot. You're the guy that gives back to this community. I want to go back a little bit. I want to go the food festival. The idea of the food festival. How did it start? Was it a small idea? You know, what led to that? So now you have the Canteen.
All right. So there's a lot of people who give back to the community. Huge organizations in the city, from Zaman International to Amity, countless others. And so, yeah, they paved the path for us. So all we could do is, instead of recreating the wheel, we give it to them, and they donate it.
Yeah.
But what happened was, Ramadan goes back 10 days every year.
Yes.
And so in pharmacy school, I'm actually a pharmacist.
Oh, you're a pharmacist.
Yeah,
he's a pharmacist.
And he's a pharmacist.
Yeah, so I have a pharmacy on Ford Road across the street from Rosenau Sports,
Oh my
health care
gosh.
pharmacy.
Wow.
So when I was in pharmacy school, Ramadan was in the summers.
Yes.
And when I'm home on the weekends, the streets are packed with kids just wanting to hang out because they don't got school, summer break.
Yeah.
And so a lot of young entrepreneurs were popping up vendor tents, and they were just selling food, and it became like the popular thing to do. So the entrepreneur in me said, wait, rather than it being so separated, let's put them all into one parking lot.
Wow.
So the first year there was really the inspiration was bringing them all together as like, let's test this out. I didn't know how big it was going to get.
Yep.
And the intention, I told my wife, hey, whatever we make out of this, we'll just donate it all to the Amity Foundation. We're not trying to make money off this. Let's just give back. But as it continued to grow year after year, we said, okay, this has become a full charity festival.
Yeah.
So throughout the years, we've sent over 35, 40 people to pilgrimage. We've given out over 50 scholarships.
Wow.
18 of them last 2 years ago with Lawrence Tech University. They actually sponsored them after they seen what we've been doing. A few $100,000 to charity. So we charge a cover charge. The first year was $1 cover charge. And then as it became more in the winter and the cost of the festival became so high, like I think in 2023, it was like $417,000 just for the festival. We had to charge a $5 cover charge, right? But the reason for the cover charge is two things. One, to help us cover the cost and to donate. And number two, it's a family-friendly festival. And so when I spoke to my attorneys, when you have the cover charge, that's basically a contract between you and the attendee. So if you have rules and regulations, like, hey, you got to follow these rules. If you're paying, you're agreeing to this. And then we can control the environment. So that's where the cover charge came from.
Smart.
And then we talked about this. I started to cut you off, but I told you I got sisters, right? I got three sisters. I got nieces. And honestly, I was able to send them and know that no one's going to harass them.
100%.
Right?
I love that.
And that's the environment we were talking about that he created. I mean, I got sisters that can run around, buy their food, do their stuff, and come back home safely.
We had a huge sign in the front that said, no music, no smoking, no alcohol. dress modestly and respect for the family environment, like everything A to Z. And we had security that would walk around and enforce this in the nicest way, right? And so we did that for families, because there's a lot of I have sisters, I have younger cousins, and that I wanted all my relatives and my friends and family from the community to feel comfortable sending their children there.
That's wonderful.
And so that's what it was for.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Festival was a huge success. Last year I canceled it due to the war in Palestine. I didn't feel like it was a very somber moment, and I didn't feel like it was right to have so much joy and all the foodies taking pictures of the food and whatnot.
It was right here.
Right across the street from the canteen. That's why I feel like, and I also believe God blessed me with the opportunity to open up the canteen because of the charity, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what we've done for so long, and then this Tarko Kadri is actually the landlord, the property owner here. Yeah, Tarko Kadri. And he brought me to this property back in July or August of 2023.
Wow.
He said, hey, I had this property. I've been to the Ramadan Food Festival. I think you could do something here. We went back and forth with some ideas. And then I went to sleep. We didn't talk about it much. And then I found out the city of Dearborn was putting together some stricter rules and regulations on food trucks, just to make it safer and follow the health code and whatnot. Yeah. And so when that was done, I reached out to Mayor Abdullah Hamoud. I said, hey, I know you're trying to put some regulations on food trucks to make sure it's safer for the community. Would you be supportive if I did a food truck park? He goes, oh my God, that would be amazing. And so with that, with the experience of this food festival, came to Canteen. And I'll say this over and over, the community hub, because this is where I hope, we had a watch party for the elections, right? A nonpartisan watch party.
Right?
Didn't matter who you voted for. Didn't matter if you voted or didn't vote. It was a place where everyone was welcome, where, the media was here. International media was here.
They were. I was gonna.
Australia, France.
Amazing, Hassan. And there were no arguments, right?
It's how you got to set the tone.
Yeah.
We got to control the environment, right?
Absolutely. Yep. And we're all here just to watch the show, basically,
exactly.
Right? That was amazing.
My motto is, you work hard with the best of intentions, and you just leave the rest to God. So
Amen.
the success comes from God. What's written for you is coming. If it doesn't work out, as long as you tried your best. But when you have these intentions of giving back to the community, a community hub, we have some jewelers here throughout the week that, we live in charge. They say, hey, can we sell a jewelry? Yeah, no problem.
That's so
Pop up
cool.
here. We'll support your business. We have a new guy here in the city of Dearborn. It's called CN1 Fragrance. It's like these organic
I've been seeing it pop up on the Instagram when you're,
So he's here on the weekends.
Oh, he's right. Okay.
Hey, I have a corner for you. You can use this corner.
That's so cool.
Black Friday, we have about 5 or 6 vendors that are going to be in this. We're going to remove all the furniture. We're going to have like a Black Friday thing for the vendors. So throughout the winters where there's no events going on outside of the summers, we give them the space.
That really is giving back, because, people that are just starting out like that don't have the funds to.
100%.
Yeah. And so you giving to them is so nice, and they can learn from you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can kind of teach them how to get their business growing and things like that. And my goodness, you have so many people coming through here that they get all those people, in their space and exposure. Absolutely. Speaking of events, we have one coming up in February that we're teaming up together on.
Yes, we do.
Our Taste of the Canteen at Midtown, which kind of it's a play on words for our Taste of Dearborn that happens in the summertime. And this is going to be just a crawl of the canteen, where guests can come and enjoy the space, and also try all the sweets from the vendors. And we're really looking forward to that. We think it's going to be fantastic. It's going to bring tons of people in a cool February night. People usually don't want to leave the house.
Give them something to do.
Yeah, give them something to do. Give them something to, go out and meet people. I mean, with businesses and with different businesses, networking is so important, I believe, when you're out literally and you're talking to other businesses, when you're supporting each other. That's what it's all about. And thank you for being.
I thank you guys for you guys are driving this. You guys have the network for us. So approaching me with this idea, I'm very grateful for it.
Thank you.
And I take a lot of pride in having some of the, if not the best brands in the city in Dearborn. So I recruited, for instance, Cow House right here.
Yes.
There's many amazing coffee shops in the city, but to me, Cow House was the first original Yemeni coffee house.
Absolutely.
So I take pride in those originators, the people who came up with these ideas. So LaFork was like the first ones that were actually offering French crepes in the city.
Oh wow.
So we bought. So they
Sam is awesome. He was he when he was LaFork on his Howard.
Yep.
He was a chamber member. He was I mean, just so friendly, so nice. I was so happy to see him come here.
So he actually closed his store down because his catering business was taking off.
Love it.
So he took his catering business out there, and then I said, hey, I know you're not focused on brick and mortar, but
let's come.
Let's go.
Here,
You know what I like about this place is the diversity of different stuff you have.
Sure.
You have Yemeni coffee, You got the crepes. What else you got? You have
So we got
the
sushi.
I mean, it's so
Bubble
diverse.
tea. We got almost salmon shawarma, the best shawarma in the
I
country.
haven't tried it. I gotta try it. You gotta wait.
At the Sword Festival, there's a 3-hour wait time.
I know.
On a Friday and Saturday, there's about an hour. But if you come on a Tuesday night, I can get you in about 25.
If I make a call,
Yeah.
can you go and just tell me, oh, come up with shawarma?
Canteen at Midtown.com. Order
Yeah.
online.
Oh, you heard that? You heard that? There you go.
So,
Perfect.
we got Chicken Coop. Chicken Coop was actually the first halal food truck in the state of Michigan in 2014.
That's interesting.
People don't know that.
Out there,
No.
right?
Yeah. The Bistro Box Italian truck.
Yeah.
We got the famous Terry Melt. That's my truck.
Ah.
That's your truck?
You move.
Yeah, I was not fortunate to take part in the restaurant crawl because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on the border of Dearborn Heights.
Oh.
But I sold my brick and mortar and I moved it here, so it's easier for me to control both, you know?
Well, side note, we are going to be bringing a shuttle into here to come to the canteen. If
Nice.
you're interested in being part of the Taste of Dearborn, we'll bring people
I
here.
actually moved the Terry Melt here.
Oh, then that's where we'll bring you.
Perfect.
We'll bring people, we'll drop people off here, pick them back up, and take back down to West Dearborn.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, we'll bring.
Oh, that's
we'll
during the
bring-
summer crawl?
That's the
Nice,
summer one.
nice.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
take part in that as well.
Sweet. Yeah, that's on June 18th for all you people out there.
June
Save the
18th.
date, June 18th. Yep, it's a Wednesday. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so are you doing anything for like Ramadan? Are you going to be open at night? You are probably, right?
Yeah,
Or
so we
anything
got something
big?
Yeah, so Ramadan Sword Festival, I would say we're putting an end to that
Yep.
because the winter, the cost, and also the festivity. Like it's just it's very costly in the winter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now because I got this indoor space and I got the tent outside, we're actually launching something called the Ramadan Village.
Oh, I like that.
So it's going to be compartmentalized.
I love that.
You know, it's called. So if you go on the website right now, I just added it this morning.
Oh, sweet.
Application. So
Okay.
You come up with these
Get on there.
ideas, man. These are like, you come up with these ideas, man.
Entrepreneur.
Pharmacist,
Hey,
business,
so-
all
Terry
the
Melt.
time.
to be fair, the owner of Nami Sushi, Mofadlallah,
Okay.
gave me the name. So I was telling him, hey, you know, it's going to be a little different this year because it's going to be compartmentalized. Like, how am I going to figure this out?
Sure.
He goes, name it a village. And I was like,
It's perfect.
so that one wasn't me. You got to give credit where credit's due.
Okay, Nami Sushi. There you go.
Nami
Yeah,
Sushi,
yeah.
Shout out.
Mofadlallah, yep. So we're going to have about maybe another 20 trucks in the back
Sweet.
upon
Sweet.
city council approval. And then, so we're going to have a bunch of trucks. We're going to allow the vendors to come in, make their money.
Okay.
There'll be the trucks out here, indoor dining as well, heated tents, and then Ramadan Village. And then, you know, whatever we could do to donate is we'll continue with the charity. It's going to be a little smaller than the Ramadan Sword Festival, but I think it'll be great.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Seriously, I'm gonna watch me for a little bit. I intend to you want to attract the young bucks. I'm gonna say it, the young cats in the community, right? Me and you, we grew up in Dearborn. We understand the lack of resources. We have to walk the points or whatever the case is. But I see how you do it. Like you attract these young guys. You tell them, instead of being out here in the streets
Yeah.
and messing around and fooling around, come to the canteen. I got programs for you.
You know, it's all about mentorship.
Yeah.
You know, I believe as long as you have good mentors in your life,
Yes.
you know, they can lead you to success. So
Absolutely.
even the Ramadan Sword Festival was a mentorship program. Like behind closed doors, the way I used to talk to all the vendors and their ideas of opening up food trucks and how to operate businesses. And not only that, one of the goals of the Ramadan Sword Festival and with the canteen is this idea of competition. We don't compete with our neighbors. We don't compete with our businesses. We support businesses.
Absolutely.
So we started a thing called Ramadan Mondays, Ramadan Sword Festival Mondays, where every Monday we used to take all the vendors and visit one of our vendor restaurants.
Oh, that's great.
So like, for
Yeah.
instance, Terry Melt, Ricky's Sub Shop, Holy Club, we'd all go to La Fork
Okay.
and we'd post on our Instagram pages, La Fork. And the next Monday they would all come. So what's happening is now we're sharing all of our following. We're sharing all of our customers, right? So I want to change this idea of competing with one another and supporting one another because for me, my belief is, and this comes from like my religious background, is your wealth is destined for you. God just asks you to work
Yes.
hard with pure intentions and make lawful money.
Yeah.
That's
You're not going to
beautiful.
take anybody else's pie.
That's beautiful.
What's coming to you is coming.
Yes.
But as long as you remain a good person with good intentions and you support others, you know, God will bless you with much more.
I hope everyone hears that because
Yeah.
that's really, 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 that's very special. And that's very, you know, I've said this and I say this to state, you know, we live in the best city that there is.
The best
Dearborn.
city in America.
Because we have so much diversity and so many things that we can hear from each other. And, you know, when I'm not going to get to other podcasts, but when we
okay.
hear things outside saying that there's issues, there are no issues.
No.
We are all friends. We all get along. We all want the best for each other. We want each other to grow. And I just feel so fortunate to
to be in great company. And, our chamber is very lucky to have you and Saif. And
Dearborn's
all
a
of our
very
members.
Dearborn is a very blessed place, and especially with Mayor Abdullah Hamoud and how hard he's been working with the team and what they're doing and
Yeah.
trying to make it a
Absolutely.
family-friendly place where people can raise families in Dearborn. And
Absolutely.
it's somewhere I want to raise my family. I was born and raised here. I was raised on Orchard Street, right next to William Ford.
Okay.
Right by the
wow.
bridge.
Yeah.
Moved to Dearborn Heights in 1999, but I consider Dearborn and Dearborn Heights one community.
They are.
It's one
The
company.
Dearborn.
That's why I just I keep telling Abdullah, hey, just merge the cities.
But yeah, that is absolutely true. Dearborn Heights has so many, and Mayor Bazzi's wonderful, and that.
But it's one big community.
It's one big community. Yeah. So we're very lucky. We're very lucky.
Yes, and we are. And I think you said it. I think the outside world thinks of Dearborn differently. But really, when you come to Dearborn, you understand that, wow, this culture is awesome.
We are so lucky.
You know what?
lucky.
A few of the Detroit Lions players come here, the new guys, the rookies.
Sweet.
Yeah, they come here all the time.
Yep.
And some of them are from the South, and they were exposed to our type of community,
Sure.
right? And so now they come to my house, they know my kids, and they're telling me like, man, I wasn't judging, but I never would have thought Dearborn was like
Yeah.
this.
They
I
don't
never
know.
would have thought I never expected this type of diversity in the way
Yeah.
the Dearborn hospitality is very special.
Oh, it is. 100% it is.
very special.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
when we
It's
invite you
very
over to
family.
eat, we
It's
actually mean, no,
family.
come over and
Yes,
eat. Like,
yes.
like.
You're not leaving without something.
Exactly. And Haas, I mean, Kelly's been in this role for about a year. And honestly, like, going on a little bit off topic now, but I want to talk about the chamber, what the chamber is doing. And Kelly's been doing a phenomenal job. I mean, the fact that she's going out to people and collaborating with yourself and different business owners and stakeholders is what we want. How do you see the future between the relationship between the canteen and the chamber? How do
No,
you
it's
see
a
that?
long-term relationship. It's a
Yeah.
long-term, and whatever we can do to support you guys, whatever we can do to build bridges with other businesses.
Yeah.
I think a business network is necessary. There's so many entrepreneurs in the city of Dearborn. I think it's really one of the top cities with
Absolutely.
small
Absolutely.
business,
Small
family-owned
entrepreneurs.
business,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Mom and pop shops.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, if we can bring everyone together and work off each other, and brainstorm with ideas, and maybe like I always felt like there should be a business council, a business committee in the city of Dearborn,
Sure,
right? So we can
sure.
help. What's needed in this district, and maybe not another restaurant. Maybe something else is needed
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Maybe something
like
else is
that.
needed in this corner.
Yes.
But the more you reach out to the business owners, like you did with me, like you came to me.
Yeah.
You approached me, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, we will work together, because I really
That's cool.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
came out of your way to talk to us, so I really do appreciate it. And I'll always be there to support you guys as much as I can.
Thank you so
with our
much.
network, I mean, our group chat of just the vendors from the Sword Festival is 120 different businesses.
Wow.
So
Wow,
anything you guys
amazing.
need,
I
yeah.
see a workshop collaboration.
I think so. I do too.
The community hub.
Right here, yeah.
Community hub.
Teaching young kids
There we
how to
go.
start your business, how to open an LLC, how to do all of that.
All of
It's
that. It's
important,
needed.
you know?
It's needed.
With a good
So
tax
important. It's so important.
You know,
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Saif will be the committee chair.
Yeah. I just trying to make sure my hair looks nice, I look good, and that's it.
I just got my Friday thing.
Yeah. Where are you going to get your haircut? Dearborn too?
No, Sam Hakeem. He's
that?
he moved from Dearborn to Dearborn Heights. He's on Warren Gully. Shout out Sam Hakeem. Gives me the nicest
Shout
grade.
out.
Dearborn
Shout out,
Heights.
yeah.
We got to get him as a chamber member.
I go to the mustache, you know,
Alright,
Khalil and them.
Oh, Khalil, yeah. Khalil is
you know,
no.
so,
Khalil cuts my nephew's hair.
yeah.
All of them.
That's
But no,
fun.
Dearborn's
That's
definitely a
fun.
blessing. The businesses are amazing. The chamber is doing a great job.
Good. We're so thrilled for you. Like I said, I walked in here and I thought, oh my gosh, this is just fantastic. And it really is, again, the community hub. I want to bring people here. I want people to come here, because if you haven't been, you need
missing
to
out.
come. You're missing out. You need to come here. You
You know
need
what?
to try it.
And the name, I want to talk a little about the name, if you don't mind, so
Please,
people
yes,
understand
please,
this.
yes.
So we named it Midtown, and the luxury homes called theirs Midtown as well, because we are literally
Okay.
5 minutes from West Dearborn, 5 minutes from East Dearborn.
Love
We're in the middle.
Midtown.
And we would love to, and I remembered an interview, a press conference with Abdullah Hamoud, Mayor Abdullah Hamoud, that I actually put on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Years ago when he became the mayor, he gave a press conference at Fairleigh.
Okay.
And he said what we would like to see, quote unquote, of the Midtown of our city. He wasn't really calling it Midtown, but
Yeah.
so when I named it, that was the
Yeah.
inspiration behind it. But
That's awesome.
the canteen, if you grew up in Dearborn, you went to Camp Dearborn.
Yeah.
So my childhood and a
Yeah.
lot of my friends' childhood was at the canteen at Camp
Love
Dearborn,
that.
where we ate our ice cream, we got our nachos, we listened to music, we were watching the fireworks. And Camp Dearborn, because of social media and like life changes, is not as popping anymore, right?
Right.
So the canteen at Midtown is the canteen for the new generation. You know, so
I
they can build their
think-
memories here. So if you turn around, that wall back there is actually a nice collage of a bunch of pictures of the city of Dearborn, including Camp Dearborn.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I can see the
The
Fairlane.
Fairlane elevator.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. Whatever. Oh my God, that's nice.
And Hudson's.
Yeah,
and,
and then you got the-
oh,
that-
yeah.
so we got the-
Camelot.
We got the Camelot, which is Greenland right now, and then you got there's an image of the canteen from the 1950s, and I put
That's
Mayor
cool.
Abdullah Hamoud sitting on top of it, so it's like new school meets old school.
That's cool. That's so cool. That's really good. I know, you know, a lot of people my age, you know, I'm a lot older than you guys, but they would go to the canteen during the summers. That was their vacation. That probably yours too. Like that was their family vacation. They went there, and that was just, you know, such good fond memories. So.
When I see older couples here,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're old,
I am,
but older than
but
me.
it's okay.
you
Yes,
know?
I am.
So when I see older couples here,
Yeah.
I make it a point to go up to them and say, "Hey, are you from the city of Dearborn?"
Oh, I like that.
And they say,
Yeah.
"I'm like, did you spend your summers at Camp Dearborn?" And then it clicks.
Oh, that's
They're like,
awesome.
"The canteen." I'm like, "That's why we need." I try to spread the message to as many customers as possible.
that is
because
so
you know it
cool.
touches them. It's like, you know, it's symbolic. Like, oh, wow, that resonates. You know.
And it's also theirs, right? The canteen was theirs. That's their memories. So
Yeah,
that's really cool that you're
absolutely.
bringing new memories in with that. That's fantastic, Hassan.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Hassan, we're very proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Coming from a brother that grew up in this town. Kelly grew up here. Honestly, man, what you're doing here is you're bridging the gap.
Yes.
That's the goal.
You're bridging the gap, and we need more people like you.
I appreciate it.
And I'm just being real with you.
Thank you.
You know, 100.
Thank you.
So let's try some of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm on a diet, but I'm still gonna eat. So I'm at
All right.
Canteen.
You have one. Okay. I'm gonna go into the chocolate because. Oh my
So
goodness,
these
yeah.
here are pastries that are house made by Kawa House.
Wow.
So Kawa House has a few locations in Dearborn. There's one in East Dearborn. That was the first location. One in Dearborn Heights, one in West Dearborn, and one at the canteen. So this is my Yemeni latte.
Oh my gosh.
I know you're all about the,
Okay. The
working out
mousse?
and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not having
eat
no
sugar,
pastries
bro.
today. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll eat for you.
Oh, are you not no? Are you gluten?
No.
Sugar?
I'm a muncher, but I go to the gym a lot. So,
Yeah.
but I am a muncher. Like if
Okay.
my wife puts a spread in front of me, I'm eating
Then
the
you're
whole
gonna
spread.
go?
Yeah.
Hell,
I
you
got
gotta try.
I'm usually okay. Let me
Yeah.
try that. You gotta try this.
Oh my
okay?
God, so
There's the juice. All right, let's try this. This pistachio.
oh my God.
And while those watching are watching them eat,
Wow.
throughout the winter we have a QR code on every single table. And what you can do is you can scan the QR code and you can select any vendor, order from multiple vendors, pay once, and we bring the food directly to you. So you don't
Oh,
have to
that's
wait
great.
outside in the cold. It's going to be like this throughout the entire winter. So this is our solution to the cold because Michigan winters, food truck park, doesn't really make sense, right? So that was our solution. So you have a
And-
QR code on every table.
Okay, right here. And then also you have, you said the tent is open on weekends.
Yeah, Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday night from 5 to close. It's heated, about 65 to 70 degrees. Nice holiday tent.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
All
Thank
right,
you
we
so
look forward
much.
to
I
working
appreciate
with you
it.
a
Yeah,
lot.
definitely.
And thank you everyone for showing. Just a reminder again that we are having an event here on February 6th, which is a Thursday night from 5:30 to 7:30. Be sure to check our website, the Chamber website, DearbornAreaChamber.org to order your tickets. You can also call the Chamber at 313-584-6100. We look forward to seeing you on the 6th and on our next podcast. Take care.
ChamberCast with Kelli and Saif is a production of the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce in conjunction with John Zadikian Multimedia and Visual Ronin Media Productions. The executive producer is Elizabeth Curran. Our theme music was created and performed by Harper Vandenbosch. Comments made by the hosts and guests are reflective of the marketing objectives of the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce and those businesses that are highlighted. No part of this program can be edited, revised, or replayed without the formal permission from the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce. For more information about the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce, or to be a guest on one of our upcoming podcasts, please contact the Chamber at 313-584-6100 or visit www.dearbornareachamber.org. ChamberCast with Kelli and Saif is copyright 2025.